Sometimes our thoughts are dressed in camouflage. These hidden thoughts amplify stress and make common obstacles life or death. We feel the heat, we're unsure how to escape it, so we self-medicate to escape the pain. If common obstacles bring you severe stress, and then you later realize it was nothing, you are not alone. These hidden thoughts are called cognitive distortions. We all experience cognitive distortions to a degree. When we take control of our cognitive distortions, life becomes easier because we have more calmness, clarity, and confidence. This is a video about how to reduce stress by managing cognitive distortions so you can become a little more happy every day. The most memorable phrase I learned from a talented therapist many years ago: feelings are not facts. The challenge with cognitive distortion is that we perceive them as the truth when they are false. Here are 10 cognitive distortions that can mess with our life and increase our stress levels. Number 1, all or nothing thinking. All or nothing thinking is when we perceive something as only good or bad. For example, a friend gives you constructive criticism and you feel offended. You attack your friend for judging you because you believe your friend acted badly. The distortion is that your friend judged you when your friend's intention was to help you thrive. Another example, you tell a bad joke at a party. Nobody laughs and you think, everybody hates me. All or nothing thinking is often hard to spot. Later in this video, I give a tip on how to spot and manage all cognitive distortions. Let's move on to the next one. Number 2, overgeneralization. Overgeneralization is when we view one negative event as the way things always are. Overgeneralization is easy to catch because we often use the words always or never in our thoughts and statements. For example, you fail to complete a task at work, and you tell yourself that you never complete tasks or that you always fail. Or, your partner is 20 minutes late, you get angry, and you accuse your partner of always being late. Overgeneralization causes tension in your relationship with yourself and with others. Number 3, mental filters. Mental filtering is a cognitive distortion where we only view the negative sides of a situation. For example, you create a viral YouTube video. You receive thousands of good comments, but you only focus on the 10 negative ones. When we view situations through negative mental filters, we lose sight of our positive qualities and we increase our stress levels. Number 4, disqualifying the positive. Disqualifying the positive is a cognitive distortion where we downplay our role in a positive experience. We don't credit ourselves, and we insist that luck is the reason it happened. For example, you work hard at Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you get promoted to a blue belt, and you tell yourself that the promotion is undeserved, that you're not good enough. Number 5, jumping to conclusions. When we jump to conclusions, we make a decision that a situation will end badly without data to support our decision. For example, you set up a date on a dating app, and before you arrive, you conclude that she won't like you because of your height. Or a friend doesn't return your text message, and you conclude that he no longer likes you, when the truth is he might be slammed with obligations. We've increased our stress levels because we've concluded that rejection is inevitable. Cognitive distortion number 6, magnification or minimization. When we magnify, we enlarge a negative situation, and when we minify, we shrink down a positive situation. Dr. David D. Burns, MD, and author of the book, Feeling Good, The New Mood Therapy, gives us an analogy. Imagine looking at a negative situation through binoculars. we see how it becomes larger than it really is. Now, imagine turning the binoculars around and looking at a positive situation. We see the positive situation becoming smaller than it is. We feel more stress when we magnify the negative and minify the positive because we view life as gloom and doom. But we become a little more happy every day when we magnify the positive and we minify the negative. Cognitive distortion number 7, emotional reasoning. Emotional reasoning is when a feeling drives our logic and we believe that the feeling is the truth without proof. For example, emotional reasoning is when you accuse your partner of cheating because you feel jealous that she added a new friend on social media. Or when you feel anxious during a walk at night and then you conclude that something bad is about to happen. Cognitive distortion number 8, should statements. This cognitive distortion is when we use the words should, must, and ought when assessing why we're not where we'd like to be. When we use the words should, must, and ought, we motivate ourselves with guilt and shame. For example, you are not satisfied with your income level for your age, so you tell yourself you should have more. As a result, you feel more stress and low self-esteem, and this stress kills the motivation to earn more. When you catch this cognitive distortion, change your focus to gratitude for what you have, and then immerse yourself in a task that gets you closer to your dream. Cognitive distortion number 9, labeling and mislabeling. Labeling is when you take a negative characteristic about someone and you attach a label to the person. For example, you fail an exam and you label yourself a failure. Or your employee makes a mistake and you label him incompetent. According to many psychologists, our identity comes from what we repeatedly do. Labeling is when we judge ourselves or others based on intermittent mistakes. As a result, tension rises and our relationships become rocky. Cognitive distortion number 10, personalization. When we personalize, we believe we are the cause of a negative external event. As a result, we feel unnecessary guilt and shame. For example, a friend gets in an auto accident on their way to see you. Personalization may cause you to think that the accident is your fault because your friend was coming to visit you. However, the truth is that your friend was sending a direct message on Instagram and rear-ended a driver. When we are personalizing, it's likely that we had nothing to do with the external event. Reducing stress. Managing these cognitive distortions may feel like an impossible task. It sounds overwhelming because there are so many and they sneak up on us. But it's not as hard as it seems if we tackle them one at a time. One powerful and proven technique created by Dr. Aaron Beck, MD, is called the Journal of Dysfunctional Thoughts. This exercise takes less than 10 minutes and provides lasting relief. In short, you write down the stressful thought that is making you feel tension. Then you write down the emotion you feel. Then you identify the cognitive distortion that is hiding under the stressful thought. Search Journal of Dysfunctional Thoughts in Google, and you will find a downloadable PDF worksheet on many websites. I might have a link to a PDF worksheet added in the description of this video by the time you find it. Fill in all the columns on the worksheet, and you may feel instant relief. I usually do. When we work in small steps, we melt away stress and anxiety without overwhelming ourselves. Our self-awareness grows and we can squash cognitive distortions before they control us. Next time you feel stress, look inward and see if a cognitive distortion is the cause. Then, pull out the journal, complete the exercise, and watch the stress quickly slip away. Make this exercise a 10-minute ritual that you practice whenever you feel tense. This habit goes a long way in helping you become a little more happy every day. Thank you for watching.